this school, Sunrise Public School. So how did it all happen? Can you just tell me, give me a backdrop of it?
So it has been a long journey of a year.
Okay.
So we started with our relief work at Mustafabad.
All right.
So we started initially rescuing people, and then we started managing their rehabilitation projects and all. So after working with them for a while, we thought that the most critical age group that are yet to be addressed was kids. So all these elders in the family, we were settling their business, we were talking to them, and then we were planning how to bring happiness in their miserable life because of the violence that occurred. But kids were totally left behind. So I thought it's high time we should involve these kids in certain kind of educational activities. So in March 15th or 20th last year, we started a class called Smile Classes. Classes back then.
Where?
So at Mustafabad we got a room on rent. We got it painted with bright colors so that kids could feel good. And then we started involving kids. The classes क्या होना था actually?
क्या
होना था because the classes were to begin from the March 24th. And that coincided with the lockdown. So the Smile Classes could not start.
So intention क्या था?
Intention was we were planning that we'll bring all these kids who were affected by the program, and then we'll let them sit and we'll involve them in certain recreational work like painting, drawing, singing, dancing. At least they had seen enough. So they had seen the dark days of their life, and we wanted to add colors to the already existing dark. थोड़ा सा bright हो जाए इनकी life.
So have you witnessed? So what? Since you have witnessed the Delhi riots, so what was your experience? I mean, how does it relate to now you in a way rescuing all these students?
See, technically I don't call it as a riot. I call it a program because the state was total in connivance, total in hand to hand with the rioters. The police were rioters at some places. The rioters were with the police at other places. So it's like it was a program in entirety. Right? So I have seen these people displaced in thousands. I have seen them asking the authorities for help, but none turned up. At the end of the day, it was the group of NGOs and Good Samaritans who came for the rescue. So the part that government should have done, people and good Samaritans and other people did. So it has been very topsy-turvy kind of a journey. Hell lot of a journey it was.
For you, so I mean, since you started it, so are you getting the help of government or any authorities in the process of doing all of this?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
See, leave school. See, there were
this is something probably the government should have been doing.
The part of the government, the compensation part and the relief part is very pathetic. Either it be the state government or the central government, they never intended to help, right? For example, there were 54 families who lost their member. Just 54. It's not a big number. The government could easily appoint a commission. This commission could go visit these families and ask how they're coping with a year after, how they're coping with the loss. Are they able to get a dignified livelihood for them? How their kids doing with education and all. The government never had the intention. So 54, if the government that small number they can't cater, just because you give 10 lakh of rupees and you never thought how they would be coping with having a dignified source of living for them. The government never had intention. So leave us. We come very late.
You're doing your PhD from this and IIT Delhi, and also you've taught in Manaprashna. So where did this transition and how did this thing happen? You getting into a little bit of activism, or you be fighting for this cause?
So it all started with government passing the Contentious Citizenship Amendment Act.
Okay.
It was December last year when the community was feeling highly dejected by the government. So there were plethora of issues that were haunting the community, and then a communal bill was passed by both the houses. So the trust from the legislature, the trust on the judiciary, the trust on the executive was all gone. So we had no option than to come to the street peacefully and to say that, look, we are not feeling good. We are the kids of the state, you should take care of us. And with this sole intention of letting the government know that we are not happy with their contentious moves, we started Shaheen Bagh protest back then. It was December 15th last year. Then in the due course of time, lot of things did happen, and then when the situation here at Northeast became critical, and then when the program started, we came as a relief volunteer. We started rescuing people, we started putting them to safe houses, we started managing their legal affairs, we started managing their ration needs, we started managing their the other household things. So this part we did initially, and then we started rehabilitating business for them. We thought at the end of the day they should get a dignified business so that they can take care of the family. And then we thought it's high time we should also get kids involved. So we started the concept of smile classes. But when lockdown happened, we were back to ground zero. So we started with rationing, medical, legal assistance, and then rehabilitation, and then business redevelopment, and then at ground zero we started again with rationing, because there was no way people could get back to the job. Then we started kitchen at Mustafabad. Kitchen. 3,000 of the people, we would feed them almost every day, twice a meal. Then I came to know about that there were a lot of pregnant and lactating mothers. We got a list, and then all these mothers, we will deliver fruits and milk. Okay. So we did this for 3-4 months. Okay. And then I met then this idea came that we should also be establishing school for them. Okay. I kept looking for places where we could get school and where we could enroll all these kids. And luckily we got this place at Luni, and then it was the building was really in messy condition. So we got it structurally modified, and then from the November last year, the online classes began. So currently we have 182 kids enrolled at school. They have already given their half-yearly exam, and their final exams will be starting from the March 8th.
8th of March.
Yes.
So the classes are from
nursery to class 8th. Nursery to class 8th. Yes.
So my another question would be, now at this point of time, if we get to see ourselves, this cannot be called a regular school, because the students here are, in a way, they have been affected by something. Mm-hmm. There's an aftermath which has affected them to a great extent. So how have you dealt with that?
So see, this is a regular school.
This is a regular
for special kids.
Special kids,
exactly.
Absolutely. You've
so all these kids have been through a lot. So this year in entirety have been very stressful for them. So a number of kids were there who lost their father. Okay. A number of the kids lost their houses. Their houses were burned. A family member were grievously injured. So we brought them, we picked them up. And then we thought, rather than keeping them enrolled in their classes, why not have them under single roof? And then from the next session we will have smile classes, concept of smile classes. So smile classes will be smile initiatives. So they would be not taught normal thing, they would be involved in more happy kind of thing, singing, dancing, recreation. More emphasis should be given to the thing that they are good at and they're liking. So that
in course of time, since it started in the month of November, so it's been already almost 3 months.
Almost
3 months. So in the course of the 3 months, have you seen that thing, or that they have come out from that trauma to a certain extent because of the efforts you have made?
So see,
can you share some experience?
Yeah, there's a girl Khushi.
Alright.
She lost her father in the Delhi violence. So I remember meeting her almost a year back. And the only remembrance of their father they had was a shoe, because his father was killed. Yes, his father was killed and burnt in entirety, and the lash was thrown in a nala. And then from there it was fished out. So when I met them, I have initial pics with them. They were numb, zero. They couldn't understand what was happening with them. Now Khushi, after getting involved in the school, and she dances so well.
Okay. So you've come a long way from scratch, because like you said that when the school you got the school, basically it was almost level to the ground and you had to renovate everything.
Yes.
So now can you just tell me a few more things that you're going to add on? What are your plans?
The prime thing would be, a lot of kids come from the Shiv Vihar. Shiv Vihar is 20 minutes from here. So they come from their own convenience. but we're planning if we get funds, if we manage funds somehow, we'll get small buses for them, second-hand buses. It costs around 1.5 to 2.5 lakhs. So we'll get buses for them so that they can at least safely come to the school and safely get stopped back to their houses. And then the school needs some restructuring thing because some of the gates we don't have. We need some flooring. The desks are not good. They're old and we need to replace them with good chairs. So a lot of things we need. We will be doing it with time.
So are you planning to increase your reach, as in like right now, because of the close proximity, mostly students are coming from Mustafabad and Shivyar, of course. So now because the victims are also there in Jafrabad, Mojpur, which are considerably far from here.
Far. So we have some of the victims from Noor-e-Ilahi, some of the victims from some other area, Chandbagh also. So in times if any parent come and if we can manage conveyance for them, we will definitely enroll them here. So that would not be.
How often do people come here for, like, you can say, admissions or something? Because you've already garnered 180 students.
So every now and then people would come. So tomorrow.
And how does that happen? And how
today
do you feel about it?
I feel great. So there was Musharraf's daughter and his son who came for admission. Musharraf was killed in the riot. I met the family long back. I kept on. They have been our contact because we got them rooms. We took care of them for the coming 6 months. So we got their kids admitted. Then there was another family who lost his father. We got his son admitted. So in entirety, we are looking for the new kids, like anyone who is a victim and anyone who is not able to continue their education. We keep finding them. We keep looking for them, and then they will be brought to this school, and then they will be given the best of education. That I can assure.
That you can assure. And what is the maximum capacity?
The maximum capacity, yes. Given structure, we have a capacity of 350.
Okay.
And we have now 182, including these admissions, we are 190.
The recent
one. So we are planning to take it to 350 to full strength. And to all those victims that we could get, we'll keep them enrolling in the school and we'll teach them.
आप लोग कौन से स्कूल में पढ़ते हो? कौन सी क्लास में हो? तो आप लोगों को स्कूल आना अच्छा लगता है? Yes. क्यों अच्छा लगता है स्कूल आना? मुझे पढ़ाई अच्छी लगती है। अच्छा, आप लोगों का फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट कौन सा है? इंग्लिश। I live in Loni. I live in Loni. बड़े होके क्या बनना है तुमको? डॉक्टर। क्यों? दूसरों की मदद करता है। तो तुम दूसरों की मदद करोगे बड़े होके? दूसरों की मदद क्यों करना चाहते हो? क्योंकि मैम जी मदद करना अच्छा लगता है। मैं सनराइज स्कूल में पढ़ती हूँ। मैं 8 साल की हूँ और मुझे स्कूल में आना बहुत अच्छा लगता है। फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट कौन सा है आपका? फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट मैथ है। मैथ्स क्यों पसंद है आपको? मज़ा आता है उसमें। मैथ्स कौन पढ़ाता है?
मेरा नाम सरोज है और मैं स्कूल जो है मैं 2 मंथ से आ रही हूँ, 2 मंथ से पढ़ा रही हूँ यहाँ पे।
और वैसे आप क्या करती हो?
मैंने ग्रेजुएशन की है अभी 10 जामिया से। आप कम्प्लीटेड इट अभी रिसेंटली 2020 में ही कम्प्लीट हुई है ग्रेजुएशन में।
तो आप रोज़ कैसे आते हो यहाँ पर? लाइक आप पास में ही कहीं रहते हो या?
नहीं, मैं वहीं रहती हूँ जाकिर नगर में जामिया। तो हमें ऑफिस से ही आते हैं, हम ऑफिस की कार है तो उससे आ जाते हैं रोज़।
अच्छा, कितना टाइम लगता है आपको अप्रॉक्स?
इट टेक्स 2.5-3 आवर्स लग जाते हैं आने जाने में पूरा।
तो क्या चीज़ थी जिसने आपको मोटिवेट करा या इंस्पायर करा टू कम एंड टीच ओवर हियर?
इट्स जस्ट मैं खुद इस सब के थ्रू गई हूँ, मैंने खुद ये सब फेस किया है एज आई एम फ्रॉम कश्मीर। तो बहुत कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं कि मैंने खुद देखी हैं, तो मैं नहीं चाहती कि स्टूडेंट्स पर वो सब इफ़ेक्ट्स पड़े जो हमने फेस किया है। तो उन्हें एक तरह से काउंसलिंग करना एंड ऑल, उनसे प्यार से बात करना, समझाना। दैट्स कश्मीर से देखा जाए तो हमारे यहाँ वही स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत मारा पीटा जाता है। जामिया में भी यही हुआ, अंदर तक आए कैंपस में, गोलियाँ चली एंड ऑल। हमारे कश्मीर में भी यही सब। इट वाज मच रिलेटेबल क्योंकि मतलब हमारे टाइम पे जब स्कूल्स हमारे होते थे, स्कूल टाइम पे होते तो कभी भी स्कूल बंद, स्ट्राइक वगैरह एंड ऑल, वही सब हुआ, वही सब देखा। बहुत ऐसा फील हुआ जैसे एकदम वही सिचुएशन वापस आ गई।
तो आप खुद एक स्टूडेंट रहे हो, आप जामिया में पढ़ते हो, और यहाँ पे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं इन्होंने इतना कुछ देखा है, और आपने भी कश्मीर में रह के काफ़ी कुछ देखा है। तो डू यू थिंक एक जो फेयर होता है, एक जो डर होता है, एक साइकी बन जाती है, वो इनमें प्रिवेल रहेगी, और उससे आप कैसे डील करते हो? आपने कैसे करा और ये बच्चे कैसे करेंगे?
रहेगी, मतलब जैसे मैं कश्मीर से हूँ, मेरे साथ भी ये सब हुआ है। जब मैं जामिया आई मेरे अंदर डर था कि नहीं करनी है किसी से बात, क्योंकि बहुत कुछ सुना है हम लोगों ने वहाँ, तो डर रहता है अंदर कि हमें इवन हिंदूज़ के हम मुस्लिम्स से बात नहीं कर पाते ज़्यादा। तो मुझे लगता है इनमें भी रहेगा, लेकिन वी आर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट कि इनमें ना रहे वो डर, वो हेट्रेड ना बढ़े इनमें। हम जैसे हमारा मंडे टू थर्सडे हमारी क्लासेस चलती है, उसके बाद फ्राइडे को हम एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस देते हैं। इट्स जस्ट कि वो अपना अंदर का डर निकल पाए, हमसे बोल पाए, इंटरेक्ट कर पाए।
व्हाइल टीचिंग देम, सो कैसे आप डील करते हो उनके साथ? हाउ डू यू टीच देम, और कैसे उनके ट्रॉमा को, इन सब चीज़ों से आप डील करते हो?
टीचिंग में तो बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट है, बहुत ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट है ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाना। तो हमें बहुत ही प्यार से, बहुत अच्छे से उन्हें समझाना पड़ता है, फिर भी नहीं समझते, बार बार हमें एक चीज़ रिपीट करनी पड़ती है, उसके बाद भी मैम नहीं आया समझ, एक दो बार हमें बहुत टाइम रिपीट करना पड़ता है। इट्स मच डिफ़िकल्ट फर्स्ट। डिफ़िकल्टी सबसे पहले कि हिंदी मीडियम के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तो इंग्लिश में समझाना, मैथ्स वगैरह बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट हो जाता है उन्हें समझाना। दिस इज़ द डिफरेंस, एंड दे हैव गॉन थ्रू अ लॉट। तो उसमें भी उन्हें मतलब डांट नहीं सकते हम स्टूडेंट्स को, क्योंकि दूसरे इफ़ेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं उस चीज़ के, वो नेगेटिव सोच सकते हैं। तो हमें बहुत प्यार से डील करना पड़ता है ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ।